Hi, welcome everyone. Today is going to be a video about what if a Primarch was fused with Goku. That's right. So, the first person I would like to introduce as the Primarch, I'm gonna choose to be fused with Goku. More specifically, CC Goku, because that's the coolest Goku I've ever seen. So, the Primarch I'm gonna choose to be confused with Goku is Vulkan. That's right, Vulkan, the Stone Obsidian Daddy. That's right. So let's start with Vulcan first. I'm not gonna give like a whole explanation about how he's so cool and all of that. I mean, there's a lot of videos already explaining how cool he is, so I'm just gonna give a quick summary. Then I'm gonna give a quick summary of CC Goku as well, and we'll combine their powers and see how overpowered they can possibly be as a fused character, right? So, as you all know, Vulkan is from the 40K universe or galaxy, whichever is it. So, Vulkan, right, at his birth, after he was made by the Big E, Emperor of Mankind, he was dropped upon a feudal death world. That's right, of if I remember correctly, it was called Nocturne. Yes, that's right. Vulcan was adopted by some noble guy. He was like this master, um, this master. Yes, wait. He was a master smither, like those people who make weapons and cool stuff like that. Yes, a master smither, and when he adopted Vulcan, right? Vulcan within 3 years grew to the height of LeBron James. That's right. Man's grew in 3 years to 6'9". That's right. Oh yes, and he was, the world of Nocturne is the world of the salamanders, fancy dragon lizard things. It's an awesome world. So the blacksmith who adopted Vulcan thought that Vulcan was the child of the prophecy, that was going to bring them out of the oppression they suffered by the elder, I believe. Forgive me, it's been a long time since I've read lore from the 40K universe slash galaxy. Yeah. So after Vulcan defeated the elder, as a cool guy, he defeated all of them. And then suddenly some weird guy who was, a bit lighter in color, as we know the salamanders are obsidian stone colored. That's right. Obsidian black. Oh my god, I don't think I should have said that. I'm probably gonna get demonetized. But it's alright. I have nothing to monetize yet. Yep. So that dude who decided to come when Vulcan and his people were celebrating, and Vulcan was being what's it called, coronated the new king of Nocturne. This guy with a lighter skin color decided to challenge Vulcan in all those competitions they were having, and whoever wins has the eternal servitude of the other for life. So, um, Vulcan and the other unknown guy did the whole challenges, such as lifting this heavy animal thing on top of their head for half a day. And there was also a bunch of other challenges, but the most important challenge was obviously forging a weapon and hunting yourself a salamander. So, Vulcan went to the forbidden forest of the salamanders and he found the biggest one he could and then just killed that thing, and then as he was walking back, you know, volcanoes started doing some weird stuff, and he fell off the edge. But luckily, he was holding on to the edge of the volcano with his salamander. He was still holding on to the salamander while holding on for dear life. And the strange thing is, he didn't let go. Of course not. Who would let go of their prize? Right? And then he was hanging on for hours. That's some stamina now, right? And then this random guy now came, this lighter skinned individual came and was like, saw Vulcan about to die. And then he tossed his giant salamander, which was bigger than Vulcan's, and used that to help Vulcan survive. And then as they were walking back, Vulcan got declared leader for the simple fact that he had a giant salamander and the other guy didn't, because, you know, his salamander burned because he was trying to save Vulcan. So then Vulcan pledged his undying and loyalty for this man. And this man was later revealed to be the Big E. That's right, the Emperor of Mankind. And the Emperor of Mankind taught Vulcan everything he needed to know, whether it is military strategies, political things, and a lot of other things the Big E might have taught him. And then, uh, as you know, Vulcan got his legion. He renamed them the Salamanders after his home world. I think they were named dragons or dracs. And then he renamed them Salamanders, and he's awesome like that. And then he participated in a lot of fancy wars, you know, that I'm not going to get into for obvious reasons. So, now I'm gonna try and see, after all of that, right? Now we're gonna try to see his abilities, his skills, and all of that to determine how powerful Vulcan is. Now, personally speaking, Vulcan is a perpetual. That means he can regenerate from anything, like anything. And even if he does die, which he did a lot of, and I mean a lot of dying, you know, because there's some other Primarch that killed him like at least 20 times, you know, torturing him and stuff like that. Vulcan, even though he kept on dying, he kept on regenerating and coming back to life. And if you somehow manage to kill him and, you know, destroy his body and all that stuff, he can just reincarnate. That's right. There's no such thing as staying dead for long, because he's awesome. And just so you know, Vulcan is now the biggest Primarch ever. He's like 11 foot at this point. You know, he's awesome. So, let's see. Vulcan can be considered amazing because he has so many abilities, like quite a handful, I would say. Resistance to heat, resistance to acid. Wait, he has resistance to heat, right? He had heat manipulation, acid manipulation, sleep manipulation, empathy, time, poison manipulation. He's pretty awesome, and he has like so many powers: radiation manipulation, corruption manipulation, and all of this kind of stuff, right? But since I would say his speed, his durability, his attack, and all of that can be considered solar system level, right? Even though he has a lot more feats, you know, that can be expressed far higher than solar system level. We're just gonna keep base him at solar system level. And then we speak of who's this CC Goku, right? The big Goku, that Goku that everyone loves. That's right, the Goku who participated in Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball the video games, Dragon Ball the movies, Dragon Ball the animated movies, the live action movies, and all these video games and all of the mangas and everything. CC Goku is basically regular canon Goku, but he has lived through everything. I mean, the manga, the Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball Tournament of Power, the Dragon Ball video games, and all of the other canon and not so canon Dragon Ball movies, animated movies, and all that stuff. So CC Goku is like up as can be. He's frankly broken. And in fact, CC Goku is far superior to Zenx Goku. Zenx Goku is like that one Goku that uses Super Saiyan 4. Yeah, that red awesome temperature Goku. That's right. CC Goku has experienced all of that and much, much more. So CC Goku is the equivalent of Goku, but on drugs. Yeah, that's about right. So now we're going to combine all of their powers, because as far as I know, CC Goku is like multiversal at the very least, whether it is his speed, endurance, lifting prowess, all of that is at least multiversal. There can be a lot of debates about him being outerversal, but yeah. So now I'm gonna be like a boring person and list all of the abilities Mr. Goku slash Vulkan fusion thingy will have. That's right. We're mashing them together in a, I hope, awesome fashion, right? So let's see. This Goku slash Vulcan hybrid would be a perpetual, meaning unable to die. And even if they did manage to die, will just reincarnate. Now you're saying, yes, what's it called? Perpetuals have this weakness, with this weird spear that the God Emperor of Mankind made that is able to kill a perpetual and all of that. Just so you know, Vulcan was indeed stabbed by the spear of the Emperor of Mankind. He was stabbed with this spear, right? By this other perpetual named John. Like, he was stabbed by the spear, empowered by the power of the Emperor of Mankind in the heart. But guess what? He didn't. Well, he did die, but then he came back. That's right. It only. So as far as I'm concerned, Vulcan has resistance to that weakness, I don't know what it's called because I haven't read 40K in a while. But yes, he's indeed immune to that one weakness that the perpetuals have. It just took him a longer time to reincarnate because of the stabbing in the heart with your biggest weakness, your only weakness. Other than that, he was pretty fine. So you could say that his weakness is not really a weakness. It's like an easy thing that he can overcome without problem, you know? You just have to wait a bit longer to reincarnate, but that's cool. And man has reincarnated from crazy things. Entering orbit. Like, he's the one who has this amazing healing factor. Like, man cannot die. So, with all of that being said, let's go over all his other abilities. He will have self-sustenance, right? Meaning he doesn't have to breathe. Yeah, he doesn't have to breathe at all. Weapon mastery, martial art mastery, let's see, information analysis. Now, you might be wondering, what the hell is information analysis, right? Now, obviously, I needed a fancy word in there. And information analysis means that as you say, maybe the fighting, right? Vulkan slash Goku, Vulkan, what you can call him Voku. Yeah, Voku, right? Mr. Voku can analyze what the opponent is about to do and what the opponent is going to do. So it's like a bit of precognition over there, right? And there's also, yeah, like I said, analyst, information analysis, and analytical prediction. That's basically before someone attacks, you know where they're gonna attack and then beat them like the boss you are. And then there's key manipulation, telekinesis, god key manipulation, key sensing, enhancer senses, This also comes from both. These are abilities that Voku is going to have. Acrobatics, pressure point strikes, flight, non-corporeal interaction. That means like fighting ghost. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. Fighting ghost. That seems interesting as hell. Oh, accelerated development, which is like, you know, I'm doing 100 push-ups and you're doing 100 push-ups, but I can do the 100 push-ups easier, better, and quicker because my rate of development is obviously better than you. So bask in my glory. And there's as well shockwave generation. There's after image creation, power mimicry, uh, battlefield removal, which is like you can remove someone off of the battlefield, from some unknown mean, dimensional travel, instinctive reactions. That's right, ultra instinct in this house, boy. There's also being able to amplify your stats mid fight. So we're fighting, and then I suddenly get a power boost out of nowhere. That's right. I'm pulling those things out of nowhere, and I can do that at any point, at any time. That's super cool. And rage power. Space-time manipulation, because CC Goku did have space-time manipulation, even though it was very limited. It was still there. Portal creation, healing, electric manipulation, probability manipulation, energy, life force slash key absorption, damage manipulation, durability negation, technology manipulation, right? Summoning. Now you might be wondering, where the hell did summoning come from? As you know, CC Goku can summon some kind of time patrol bird who has like time powers and is fancy and has like information and all of that kind of nonsense. And there's as well, let's see. After the summoning, I would say supernatural willpower, because Goku, even Vulkan, they both have that supernatural willpower, explosion manipulation, teleportation, with that technique that Goku has. Um, there's also power nullifications, because I think CC Goku had that. And there's also damage boosts, right? So like you're getting boost as you are getting damage. There's also ice and fire manipulation, stamina manipulation, status effect inducement. Now you might be wondering, what the hell is status affect inducement. I think that's came from CC Goku. I think the video game, some of the video game there where he could like induce weird things onto another player, like maybe drain all their stamina or make your character slower or stuff like that, you know. That's how it goes. Yeah. Let's see. After that, what else is he going to have? Let's see. Evil aura. That's right. I remember he had like this evil aura stage from Chamber. Yes, yes, yes. He does have that as well, and he has higher dimensional physique. Like, cause as far as we know, CC Goku is like 6D or even 7D dimensional being, you know. And there's also casual. There's also fate manipulation. There's also casuality manipulation. I have no idea what that is, but that sounds cool. There's also perilous inducement. There's power of distraction. You know, he got that from some weird tree somewhere, somehow. Anyway, there's also gravitation manipulation, matter manipulation. There's also reactive power level, you know, from going Super Saiyan 1, Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan 4, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Blue, and all of those other transformations that are canon and not so canon. That's right. That's why he has like this reactive power level. And immortality. Let's not forget that. He has immortality via regeneration and reincarnation. No, no, it's not yeah, it is reincarnation and another type of immortality, but I'm not sure what kind of immortality that would count as. And he has also negation against some sort of negation. Like he has the power to negate things, like awesome like that. And he is also immune to existence erasure. And he also has compact, conceptual, quantum, void manipulation, and with all those powers, you know, corruption manipulation, memory technology, vehicle manipulation slash mastery, death, plasma, soul manipulation, disease manipulation, radiation manipulation, corruption manipulation. With all those powers, he's stacked. I mean, these are the combined powers of Vulkan and Goku, meaning he's up as hell, like brokenly overpowered. Like, he's so overpowered that it's disgusting. And I would say now he can be considered at least multiversal, because right, base CC Goku was multiversal, and he had a lot of feats to back that up. And base Vulkan is, at the very least, CC Goku base is multiversal plus, and base Vulkan, he's at least solar system level. Even though you might be like, oh my god, Vulcan has all the feats, you know, that he proves that he's above solar system level. I'm just giving them base stats so we can make this easier. So now, because of the fusion, permanent fusion, I might add, because I do be like that. Permanent fusion, now the outer versal level, and can never frankly die. And the regeneration is ridiculous because Vulcan could regenerate from crazy things. And Goku has regeneration, even though it's like not the best out there. But Vulcan's regeneration are gonna make them 10, 20 times better. And you know what? This version of Goku definitely has intelligence, like extreme intelligence, leadership capabilities, political capabilities, and is a genius, like an insanely gifted genius. This intelligence comes from Vulkan. Now, imagine how dangerous would it be, because Goku on his regular lone self is already such a big threat. CC Goku is like an enormous threat. Now we fuse him with someone else, which would make him far more insanely powerful. And he's a genius after all of that. Oh boy, this sort of threats this guy will be is insane. Yeah, so with that being said, I would like to say thank you for watching this video from some unknown YouTuber. Conspiracists, theorists, conspiracies all over the place. You're welcome. Conspiracists out.